Hello, welcome to Productions MJC.
Let's get right down to it and talk about veganism and what it means to be a vegan. What it means to be a vegan is somebody who isn't actually aware of the truth of the matter. If they were, they wouldn't be a vegan, just like a flat earther. They wouldn't be a flat earther if they knew the truth about the globe. Therefore, this is my beginner's guide to veganism and the 4 main myths of veganism that really aren't talked about. And no, we're not going to get into some of the myths that have been debunked by vegans. For instance, the myth that veganism is boring. That doesn't look boring, but that's a vegan burger. Impossible Burger, Beyond Meat Burger, whatever they're calling it these days. What we're going to talk about is the actual myths that keep a vegan remaining a vegan because they don't know what the real honest truth and answer is. And again, these aren't going to be the standard frequently asked questions about veganism because they're setup questions, they're straw men. You know, we're going to talk about the things about veganism that vegans don't know and understand, or the ones that do run and hide from these questions and about the myths of veganism. I'm not going to claim that vegans are secretly destroying the rainforest, killing animals. I'm not going to fight against veganism and say it's magic and it's garbage and all this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to present 4 main myths of veganism, why it's so darn good, and then help you understand why they're a myth and how they're a myth. And let's start off with myth number 1. Veganism is by far healthier for you than any other diet. Veganism is absolutely 100% healthier than everything else. This is an absolute lie. It is a myth. Vegans must supplement their diet with vitamin B12, which is found in animal tissue. I mean, there is some found in vegetation, but mostly they have to supplement it or else they will get a disease. A long-term vegan diet will give you a disease called pernicious anemia. Think of it like this. If you lack vitamin C, you get scurvy. If you lack vitamin D, you get rickets. Well, if you lack vitamin B12, you get pernicious anemia. It doesn't have the catchy name like scurvy or rickets or something. It's just pernicious anemia. It means you have malformed, immature blood cells taking up space, doing nothing because they don't function properly. You actually have less energy. You feel more tired. It doesn't feel healthier. This isn't a conspiracy theory. There are even people that eat meat. Their body can't absorb the vitamin B12, and they get pernicious anemia. That pernicious anemia is only one of a variety of vitamin B12 deficient diseases. So I don't understand how that's not more well known, but it isn't. To me, that's just as crazy not knowing about veganism's medical deficiencies than this silly stuff. Which brings us to ethical veganism. This is sort of a 2-parter myth where they talk about humans keeping slaves. Poor defenseless creatures subservient to man who enslaves them. Vegans claim that only humans enslave other creatures. Whoa, au contraire, mon frere. There are bees and wasps and ants that enslave other bees and wasps and ants to do their bidding for them. There are some creatures that can't live unless they enslave something else. That true fact just doesn't stop the vegan from claiming that veganism is more ethical, because they have another myth. Idiotically, vegans claim that only humans drink the milk of another creature. And that's, of course, a lie, because there are several seabirds that drink the milk straight from elephant seals' bodies. But what's the point in bringing up example? Because, you know, the vegan will deny it and lie just like a flat earther will. Now we come to the worst lie of all, and it is this. What is that? Vegans will tell you the diet is more loving and more caring because it makes its food out of plants. They will tell you that humans cruelly harvest animals, ignoring plants. But if they truly wanted us to understand that they cared more about animals than we do, then they wouldn't want to make their food resemble dead animals. I don't care much for PETA protesters, but at least they protest fake fur because they don't want to have any resemblance of what they hate. But here's the real kicker. Not only do they want it to look like a dead animal, they want it to taste as close to that dead animal as it possibly can. Veganism is a lie.
Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. This has been Productions MJC.